Good morning student. This is Preeti More and I welcome you all to today's YouTube video. Actually we have completed our chapter which we have kept for the exam. We have completed the chapter 1st to 5th in SS subject, and for your exam there is only 4 chapters 1st to 4th. So let's take the revision of that chapter 1st to 4th of SS subject. First student, I explain you how will be the paper style किस तरीके का रहेगा and how you have to write the questions and answer. I just explain that all things in brief. So you also got, everyone is having this paper style. This is not paper, this is just style. And how will be the questions will be there in your exam, this everything is written there, and how many marks will be there for the particular question, this also mentioned in the paper style. So what we have to do, we have to see the questions of essays. So tomorrow you have the paper of essays, so the revision is very much, and how to solve the paper and how to write the answer, this everything is very necessary. So I just explain this. The first question will be MCQs. MCQs means you have to, there will be the options, and you have to identify and you have to choose the correct options from the given options. So if 4 options are there, and like this option, if this is the question for example, and 4 options are there, option A, option B, option C and D. These 3 options if suppose there, so what you have to, how to write the answer, you have to write question number 1, answer is correct answer, suppose correct answer is B, so you have to write B, and what will be there, the words, if Mahatma Gandhi is there, so write so this is the, in this way you have to write the, choose the correct options. You have to write the correct option. If correct option is B, so write B, and what the word is written at option B, write over there. So this is first fill in the blanks, and the second you also have to write. So this is second fill in the blanks. So you have to write, if question, there will be also 4 option, and if question number 2's answer is C, so what you have to do, you have to choose the correct option right there, C. That means the C is your correct answer, correct option, so write there C and write here the answer. Okay, in like this method you have to write the, choose the correct answers, means MCQ. Now question number 2, fill in the blanks. Now fill in the blanks is there. Now there will be the question number 2, fill in the blanks. So there will be no option. Question number 2 fill in the blanks में कोई option नहीं रहेंगे. Only what you have to do, you have to write the correct answer. So if your question, this is your question answer sheet, and you write here question number 2, fill in the blanks. So the first fill in the blanks, you have to write here answer. Second fill in the blanks, write here correct answer. 3, write here correct answer. 4, write here correct answer. 5th, write here correct answer. That means in question number 2 fill in the blanks, there will be no option. जो पहला MCQ था उसमें आपको ऑप्शन रहेंगे, and you have to choose the correct option from the 4 given option. अगर A सही है तो A लिखना है, A का आंसर सामने लिखना है. If your question, sorry, the option C is correct. So write there C and write the answer which is given at option C. Now question number 2, fill in the blanks is there. So what you have to do in the fill in the blanks, there will be no option, fill in the blanks में option नहीं रहेंगे. You just have to write the correct answer over at the blank space. So if question number 2 is fill in the blank, so first fill in the blanks क्या है ये आपको लिखना है. Second fill in the blanks क्या है वो आपको लिखना है. Third what is that, fourth what is that, and fifth what is that. Like this you have to write the answers in your answer sheet. Now question number 3 will be true and false, true or false. Sentence will be there, you have to identify whether the sentence is true or false. Sentence true है या false है ये आपको choose करना है. Then how to write that? So first question number 3, first mention question number 3, then write true or false. If first sentence is true, so write there true. If second is false, write there false. If 3 again false, so write there false. 4 if it is true, write there true. If 5 it is also true, so write there true. Like this method you have to use to write the true or false. First everyone has to mention कौन सा क्वेश्चन है, ट्रू और फॉल्स का क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. सो मेंशन फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 एंड राइट लाइक दिस, फर्स्ट ट्रू, सेकंड फॉल्स, थर्ड फॉल्स, फोर्थ ट्रू, फिफ्थ ट्रू. This is just example and this is just paper style. This is not paper which I am having in my hand, right? And this is it. Fill in the blank. This is our question number 2. So आपको इस टाइप से लिखना है. For your knowledge, you can note down this in your book. Now I hope student you understood this. Now the next question will be match the pair. So match the pair में क्या होते हैं? There will be two columns, column A and column B. Question number 4, column A and column B, right? So what you have to do in this question, you have to match the A to B, right? If it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and here A, B, C, D and E. If like this match the pair will be there, so what you have to do in answer, you have to write the answer like this in your answer sheet. First, mention question number 4, match the pair and write one, and one's answer is if C, if you are matching this word to C, so what will become here, जो भी यहाँ रहेगा वो लिखना है, and here write C and write here. If two you are matching with E, so write here 2, जो भी यहाँ रहेगा लिखा हुआ, so write here 2, and here 2 is matching with E, so write here E. 3, if 3 you are matching with A, so write here A. 4, if 4 you are matching with B, so write here B. 5th you are matching with D, so write here D. Like this answers you have to write in your answer sheet. ये ऐसा करके नहीं रखना है, दिस विल बी योर क्वेश्चन पेपर, ये ऐसे ऐसे करके नहीं रखना है. इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड वाइल आई विल चेक योर पेपर, सो यू हैव टू नोट डाउन लाइक दिस. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 आंसर 1 को क्या मैच हुआ है C, 2 को क्या मैच हुआ है E, 3 को क्या मैच करना है A, एंड राइट हियर वॉट एवर द वर्ड विल बी देयर. 4 द वर्ड विच विल बी देयर और नेम राइट हियर B. 5th, like this you have to write the match the pair in your paper. अगर ये समझ में, now you just note down this is your questions and this will like this you have to write the answer. हर किसी को मैच द पेयर इस टाइप से ही लिखना होगा, like this, then only you will get the full marks. If you are doing like this, अगर सेम टू सेम टेबल आप आपके आंसर शीट में लिख रहे हो, कॉलम A, कॉलम B, and you are crossing these lines here and there, so this will be wrong. Write the answer like this. Now I hope student you got this, you understood how to write first MCQ, how to write the answer of fill in the blanks, how to do true and false, and how to do match the pair in answer sheet. Now next is next question will be question number 5. Answer the following questions will be there and you have to write the answer in 1 or 2 sentence. So if question number 5 you have to write the answer. फर्स्ट का जो भी आंसर है आपको लिखना है 1 और 2 लाइन में. सेकंड का जो भी आंसर है यू हैव टू राइट लाइक दिस. थर्ड का जो भी आंसर है, पैराग्राफ नहीं बनाने हैं. यू डोंट नीड टू मेक अ पैराग्राफ. इफ 2 सेंटेंस इज देयर सो पुट 1 and 2. डन. इफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 में भी 2 सेंटेंस से आपका आंसर कंप्लीट हो रहा है सो राइट हियर 1 and 2. आंसर कभी भी आपको पॉइंट्स में लिखने हैं, पैराग्राफ में नहीं लिखने हैं. राइट. इफ देयर विल बी द नोट, अगर कुछ डिस्क्राइब करना है सो पुट 1 नंबर 2 नंबर सेंटेंस 3 नंबर सेंटेंस. डोंट मेक अ पैराग्राफ. ऐसे पूरा पूरा लिख के नहीं रखना है. डोंट राइट लाइक दिस. दिस इज रॉन्ग. पैराग्राफ नहीं बनाना है. नाउ हियर क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, 1 सेंटेंस 2 सेंटेंस लाइक दिस यू हैव टू राइट। कोई भी आंसर में आपको पैराग्राफ बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। पैराग्राफ बनाने में समझने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है। सो फॉर द एवरी सेंटेंस यू हैव टू point out one sentence this, second sentence this, like this you have to write. Now question number 6, answer the following 3 or 4 sentence. क्वेश्चन नंबर जो 6 है उसमें इससे थोड़े बड़े आंसर रहेंगे, राइट? सो यू हैव टू राइट द आंसर इन सेंटेंस 3 और 4 सेंटेंस में. सो दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 में क्या करना है, हमको आंसर लिखना है 3 और 4 सेंटेंस में. इफ फर्स्ट का आंसर, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चंस आंसर, फर्स्ट सेंटेंस, सेकेंड सेंटेंस, थर्ड सेंटेंस एंड फोर्थ सेंटेंस हो गए. आपका आंसर हो गया. 4 सेंटेंस में आंसर इज डन. सो 1 पॉइंट, 2 पॉइंट, 3 पॉइंट, 4 पॉइंट डन. नाउ क्वेश्चन सेकंड का आंसर भी इसी टाइप से आपको आंसर पॉइंट्स में लिखना है, पैराग्राफ बना के नहीं लिखना है, राइट? अगर आप ऐसे पॉइंट्स में आंसर लिखोगे तो वो ज़्यादा बेटर भी लगेगा और रीड करने में भी इजी लगता है और दिखने में भी अच्छा लगता है. इफ़ यू आर मेकिंग द पैराग्राफ एंड पैराग्राफ सो इट डोंट लुक गुड एंड वो पढ़ने में भी थोड़ा क्रिटिकल हो जाता है. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. So I hope student you have done this, how to write the answer. You have to write the answer in point. If 2 sentences are there and your answer is completing there, अगर सेंटेंस का अगर क्वेश्चन का आंसर 2 लाइन में ख़त्म हो रहा है तो 2 सेंटेंस ऑब्वियसली विल बी देयर. सो जो 2 सेंटेंस है उसको 1 नंबर दो, सेकंड सेंटेंस है उसको 2 नंबर दो, राइट? एंड हियर ऑल्सो इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, in question number 6 what you have to do, you have to write the answer in 3 और 4 sentence में. so obviously 3 या 4 sentence वहाँ होंगे. so फर्स्ट सेंटेंस को फर्स्ट नंबर दो, सेकंड सेंटेंस को सेकंड नंबर दो, थर्ड को थर्ड दो. अगर 3 सेंटेंस है तो 3 तक रहेगा. if there is 4 sentences so write 4 number also, but don't write a paragraph and paragraph और ज़्यादा लेंथी नहीं करना है. Now question number 7, you note down this if you want to. So now I rub this. I hope you got how to write the answer. You have to write the answer in points. Don't make too lengthy paragraph. Now in the next question, draw द गिवन कॉन्वेंशनल सिम्बॉल्स. कुछ भी हो सकता है, यहाँ डायग्राम भी हो सकती है या कुछ आपको कुछ सिम्बॉल्स देके उसके नाम भी लिखने होंगे. सो इफ देर इज सम सिम्बॉल्स इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 7, इफ कोई सिम्बॉल्स हो लाइक दिस, लाइक दिस, like these symbols are there in question number. So what you have to write in answer, in your answer sheet question number 7, answers. ये फर्स्ट है, ये सेकंड है, ये थर्ड है. सो फर्स्ट सिम्बॉल्स का नाम क्या है, सेकंड सिम्बॉल का नाम क्या है एंड थर्ड सिम्बॉल का नाम क्या है. यू हैव टू राइट लाइक दिस इन योर आंसर शीट. सिंबल ड्रॉ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. देयर इज़ नो नीड टू ड्रॉ द सेम सिंबल इन योर आंसर शीट. सिंबल इज ऑलरेडी देयर इन द क्वेश्चन पेपर. नो नीड टू ड्रॉ same symbols in your answer sheet. Just note down what this symbol indicate, what this symbol indicate and what this symbol indicate. So just question number 7 answer. First symbol क्या indicate करता है? Right here. Second symbol क्या indicate करता है? Right here. Third symbol क्या indicate करता है? Right over there. No need to draw the same symbols or whatever will be there in your answer sheet. Only you have to write, put the correct number and write the correct answer. Now in question number 8 में आपको मैप भी हो सकता है या कोई डायग्राम आपको ड्रॉ करनी होगी. So only the question will be there, draw this diagram or draw that diagram. So what you have to do in your answer sheet, आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 लिखना है, इधर डायग्राम लिखना है एंड ड्रॉ हियर वॉट एवर द डायग्राम. जो भी बनानी होगी वो डायग्राम बनाना है, उसको अच्छे से लेबलिंग करना होगा. जो भी नाम देने हैं डायग्राम को अच्छे से डायग्राम ड्रॉ करके उसके जो भी अलग अलग पार्ट्स है उसको आपको लेबल करना होगा. मीन्स यू हैव टू पुट द नेम टू द पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ द डायग्राम. So these types in this type the question will be there and how to write the answer. This I just explained you. So I hope student you understood how to write the fill in the blanks, how to write the MCQs, how to write true and false, and how to do the match the pair, how to write the answers and how to draw the diagram. This everything I just explained you. So I just rub this. Now let's do the short revision of first to fourth lesson. मेन क्या है रिवीजन लेने के लिए वो अभी हम देखते हैं. इन द फर्स्ट लेसन यूजिंग अ ग्लोब एंड मैप्स. सो व्हाट इज देयर इन दैट लेसन? देयर इज द ग्लोब. You should know what is globe and what is map. The definition should you know. So a globe is small spherical representation or model of earth. This you should know. And the map show the earth on a flat plane or surface. So and it is three-dimensional earth on a flat surface. This you should know. What is latitude and longitudes? This also you should know. And what is atlas? An atlas is a book that has different kind of map like physical or relief map. So in physical map show various features, landforms and such rivers, mountains. This everything type you should know. Globe और map आपको पता रहना चाहिए. And this is very important. Conventional symbols. What the particular symbols indicate, this also you should know. Particular symbol क्या indicate करता है ये आपको पता रहना चाहिए. It can be asked in your question paper. So this conventional symbol is very important. You should know कि particular picture का meaning क्या हो रहा है. If circle is there, so what is the meaning of that circle? If square is there, what is the meaning of that square? Circle क्या indicate करता है, triangle क्या indicate करता है, cross क्या indicate करता है. So this conventional symbol is very important. And there are how many types of the maps? There are thematic map. Thematic map में क्या रहता है, एक particular theme को लेके map रहता है. और if thematic map में if river, if heading is river, so ये map का heading river है तो इसमें सिर्फ कौन सी theme रहेंगे, map में सिर्फ river ही दिखाई देंगी. Thematic map, political map, and relief map. There are 3 types of map. So this much you should know in the first lesson. Now in the second lesson, heat zones are there. So in the heat zone you should know what is the torrid zone, what is temperate zone and what is फ्रीजिड जोन. आपको ये जो डायग्राम आपके बुक में दी हुई है इसका अच्छे से स्टडी करना है. राइट, दिस डायग्राम यू शुड नो वेरी प्रॉपरली. So what is there in the torrid zone? Torrid means very hot zone. और torrid zone में क्या होता है? In the torrid zone the sun rays direct comes in the equator part and it's spread in very less time in the whole area. So torrid means too hot, that's why the zone is called torrid zone. Now in the temperate zone में sun rays कैसे जाते हैं? It is in the slanting way, so it takes little time to spread the heat at the temperate zone. That's why we can feel there the warm climate. And frigid means too cold. वहाँ sun rays बहुत कम पहुँचते हैं और वहाँ का weather always chilled होता है. That's why it's called frigid zone. So you have to study about this also, heat zone. And ये heat zone it's coming in 0 degree to 23.5 degree north and south of the equator. This also you should know. heat zone कितने डिग्री पे कितने डिस्टेंस पे है वो आपको देखना होगा. Now in chapter 3 what we have seen the equatorial region. So in this region what we have done, equatorial region कहाँ आता है? In the map in the globe. So equator passes through the Amazon basin of the Brazil in the South America and Zaire basin in Africa and Indonesian island of Asia. These are the areas that experiences equatorial climate. Equatorial climate means, you know, in first I rub this. You know, in the globe this is N pole, north pole, this is south pole, and this middle area is equator area. Equatorial region will come in this between, and here the sun rays comes directly over there. So which kind of this middle area is equatorial area? So equatorial passes through the Amazon basin of Brazil in South America and the Zaire basin in Africa and the Indonesian island of Asia. So this middle area is the equatorial region. और equatorial region में क्या क्या कौन से areas cover हो रहे हैं ये भी यहाँ लिखा हुआ. So this also you should know what kind of climate is there in the equatorial region, because the sun rays direct falls in this equatorial region and it's spread in very less time in the whole region. That's why we can feel here this is the torrid zone also, because यहाँ क्या होता है सन रेज डायरेक्ट पड़ते हैं और बहुत हॉटनेस होती है. एंड हियर दिस मिडल एरिया इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द टॉरिड जोन. if you study about the zone, so this equatorial middle area, it is also the torrid zone, because the sun rays directly falls and spread in very less time over there. So the evaporation Evaporation process is very fast. So in this equatorial region we can see the rainfall is also there, and that rainfall is called convectional rainfall. Convectional rainfall. And what kind of vegetation, which kinds of plants, fruits, this what kinds of trees is available there, which kind of plants we can find over there, this also you have to study. In the equatorial region there are very densy and lush and tropical rainforest है, बहुत डेंसी यानी घने जंगल. So this, and there are the special feature. What is the special feature of the vegetation of equatorial region? There three are usually found, 4 layer. Another special feature is that the trees are usually फाउंड इन 4 लेयर. जो ट्रीज रहते हैं ये भी मैंने अच्छे से समझाया था. इफ द ह्यूज ट्री इज देयर तो उनके नीचे थोड़े छोटे ट्री रहेंगे, छोटे ट्री के नीचे और भी छोटे प्लांट्स रहेंगे, और प्लांट्स के नीचे देयर विल बी द ग्रास. दैट मीन्स द 4 लेयर ट्रीज वी कैन फाउंड इन द इक्वाटोरियल रीजन. नाउ द वाइल्ड लाइफ, आर्बोरियल वाइल्ड लाइफ, मेनी काइंड्स ऑफ. जो आर्बोरियल मीन जो एनिमल ज़्यादा पेड़ों पे रहते हैं, द एनिमल विच ऑलवेज लिव ऑन द ट्री, इट इज़ कॉल्ड द आर्बोरियल animals. So many different kinds of monkeys we can found in the equatorial regions, and piranha is the ferocious fish found in the South American river in the equatorial region. So this piranha and which kinds of monkeys, animals, this everything should found over there in the equatorial region, this also you should know. Now the human occupation, this also you have to study. So in the first lesson what you have to do, globe, map, conventional symbols, and the types of map, thematical map, political map, relief map, this you should know. In the second lesson there is the heat zone, so that diagram you should know very properly. And in the third lesson equatorial region is there. equatorial region का climate कैसा है, vegetation क्या है, wildlife क्या है, and what is the occupation. This everything you have to study about this. In the detail we have just completed that all lessons, but now you have to revise that everything. In this video I just explained in very short because we also don't have that much time to revise this each and every lines in this short video. Now the fourth is the tropical monsoon region. Now what is there in the tropical monsoon region means जहाँ ज़्यादा बारिश होती है. Monsoon means the rainy season obviously. So here in the chapter 4 we have just studied about the monsoon region जहाँ ज़्यादा बारिश होती है. So what was the location of that monsoon region? India, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, Southern China, Central America and Northern Australia. These countries are coming in the monsoon region. And I also asked you to underline that all the countries. Now the climate is there. So climate कैसा रहता है वहाँ? We can see there are 3 seasons in this country in the monsoon region. Which countries are falling in the monsoon region? So there are we can find the climate 3 seasons. First hot and dry summer, rainy season, cool and dry winter. And in India, if we are living in India, so we are feeling right now the cold and monsoon rainy season also we enjoy, summer season and winter season. We also in India also there are 3 seasons we feel, rainy, summer and winter, because India is falling in the monsoon region. Now the vegetation, what kind of vegetation? Deciduous trees we can find over there normally, and heavy rainfall also we can find over here. dense as the equatorial rainforest trees such as teak, neem and sandal grow in this forest. Which kind of trees we can find in the monsoon region? Teak, neem, sandal, these types of tree we can find in the monsoon region. Now the wildlife, which kinds of animals and birds we can find over there in the monsoon region. So the wildlife is lion, tiger, rhinos, like this blackbird, nilgai, these all kinds of animal we can find over there. And the giant panda of the bamboo forest of China is the threatened species. It is on the logo of Worldwide Fund for the Nature. So what is the logo of the Worldwide Fund of for Nature? The giant panda. This line is also very important. Now the human occupation, they do the lumbering in is done in the Myanmar and Malaysia. That this also you have to study, means so just do the choose the correct answer, and this everything you have to do. लेसन चैप्टर के पीछे जो भी फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स है, मैच द पेयर है, चूज द करेक्ट आंसर्स है एंड क्वेश्चंस है, दिस एवरीथिंग यू हैव टू डू इन दिस ऑल लेसन. सो आई होप स्टूडेंट you got which kind of questions will be there and how to write the answer. And in very short, I just have taken the revision of first to fourth lesson. So tomorrow you have this essays paper. So all the best for your paper. Do study and be patient and write all the answers very properly. So all the very best for everyone. Now I just end this video over here. Thank you so much. Again, all the best and take care.